Well, today is the day that we're going to start high moisture. We're going to go ahead and get the roller mill set up to this silo. We don't have the silo empty yet. There's about 3 doors, 3.5 doors, I think, if I remember right. I took the unloader here the other day. So there's probably, I don't know, 8-9 foot of corn still left in it. Trying to run out as much as I can before I shut the unloader off. Climb up in there, somewhat disassemble it so that we can pull the unloader to the top here. So it'll take about 45 minutes to an hour to get things situated, and we'll have to climb up to the top, watch the unloader get pulled up there, and then we can go ahead and start combining. We've got the combine filling with fuel, and we're gonna go ahead and run a grease gun around it, and then we will get on with combining. We've got a little bit of dry corn left to do as well, but we're kind of in the area where we need to get after the high moisture, and then when we get dry corn, we'll send it as we get to it. So we'll let this run a little while longer, and then we'll go ahead and climb up in there. All right, we are in this silo now. It is not empty, but we have to get on with the corn here. So what we need to do is we need to take this pipe off of there, tie that to the unloader. We also need to take this distributor deflector spout, get that setting where the neck is, and then pull the unloader to the top. So we're gonna go ahead and service this quick before we pull it up, and we'll join up with you here once we get things ready to go to the top here. So we'll join up with you in a while here. All right, we have the unloader all ready to pull to the top, and we are just running the unloader around about this position here so that when it goes to the top, I can reach the spout that the distributor, or the clean chute spout that we need to carry to the top. We'll just bring this around to about the door there, and I can take this spout here, tie it onto there. All right, Nate, you can shut that off. We'll just leave that there like that. We'll tie our spout on there, or just drape it over it, and then when that gets to the top, we'll pull it all the way up through. I could be up in that hole way up there, grab this spout here, tie that into the chute, and then we could start filling this. So the corn is gonna come out of that gooseneck up there. We'll explain it when we get up to the top, but this little spinner here, that spins it to the outside of the silo. Well, we are up at the top of the silo now, just waiting for this unloader to get up to where we need it to be here, which we're gonna have it down. The unloader will be down a couple of feet below the top ring. Now, I've explained this 100 times, but when the corn goes through the roller mill, it gets blown up the side of the silo, and then it ends up hitting that gooseneck right there. That brings it over to the center of the silo, and then that gooseneck is going to drop it straight down onto the motorized distributor. The distributor is going to spin it to the outside of the silo, and then that unloader is going to go real slow around the silo as we fill. We turn the unloader on when we start unloading a load of corn. So we've got probably 40 feet left to go here until the unloader gets to the top. I climbed up here with a rope. See, this rope is hanging down through the silo chute, and I had one of the guys hook the power cord on. I pulled the power cord to the top, and now I've got that hanging here waiting for the unloader to get up here so that we could plug it in. Now last year when we filled this silo, it settled. It always settles 10-12 feet, but we didn't get it full, and when it settled down to that point right there between the black and the white line around the outside of the silo. So that's roughly down 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 doors. So not only did we not get it full, but it had settled as well. So this silo is 24 foot in diameter, and it is 85 feet tall, and it holds, when we can fill it from the bottom to the top and let it settle out, it'll hold 1,000 ton. Now we can't fill it quite up to the top because we have to have enough room for the unloader to get around the outside of the top ring of the silo. Now the unloader has, there's an auger, and well, we've got it on this side now, and it stands about 16 to 18 inches tall. So we have to leave this down 16 or 18 inches so that the unloader has something to more or less ride against as it goes around the outside of the silo. So we'll touch base with you once this gets to the top here, and we can get our cord plugged in. And then the clean chute that sits out through the actual silo door itself, we've got that just sitting on the unloader. And what I'll do is I'll wrap a string through it and pull it back through this hole right here that's in the top of the chute. So we'll join up with you in a little while. Alright, we are almost to the top of this unloader. This pulley here that's on the outside of this tripod where the cables are coming through the wall or through the roof, it needs a little lubrication. It was set up, you can kind of see the grooves in it where it was setting still right at that spot there. I was able to whack it with my wrench, and it has stopped again. I just keep whacking it here. And there it goes. So there must be a flat spot in that bushing or something, but it does need a little lubrication. So we're almost to the top. I've got to call down below and get a hold of Jason, who's down there, and he can shut this winch off. All right, we've got the cord plugged in, setting down in the chute. We've got our chain hooked so that the tripod will stay put and in one place. And then the unloader is on right now, and it is just running around the ring drive on the silo loader, and then that's what it will look like when there's corn coming up out of the roller mill and coming through that spout there, dropping down onto it. And then you can kind of see that it's kind of moving very slowly around in a circle. That'll distribute that to the outside portion of the silo, and then that's how it will be evenly filled from the bottom to the top. So we'll go ahead and pull our clean chute up and down in through this hole here, tie it out of the way, and then we will make our way down the silo here and then get into combining. So we'll join up with you in a little while here. Well, we've made our way down to the ground here. Got the roller mill set up. Now this is a roller mill blower. It's got a set of rolls in there that's going to crack the corn, and then it's going to deliver it to the blower, and then the blower is what's going to get it up the silo pipe. So we got the big tractor on there. We got the 8360 on here. We really don't need that much power for it. Good 150 horsepower tractor will run this roller mill sufficiently enough. This just happened to be the tractor that we had available that we could hook to it. So we'll go ahead and get to the combine, which is right sitting over there. Now there is a push button control box here that they will use to turn the unloader on and off with. When they start unloading, they'll just turn the unloader on, and when they get done unloading, they can turn it off right from that switch there. So we might as well get to the combine, get some corn back here, and get to filling. This is down 2 doors, so there is this much corn in here, right to there. So yeah, we'll get to it. Well, we are now into high moisture corn. We just got this field here opened up, got the headlands done, got a couple of passes down through. No, it's not really the middle of the lot. We've got it kind of broke up here, right where the combine is there. I've got a spot cut here, and then I've got another spot cut over on the other side here, over to our right. Everything's been rolling right along smoothly here. This corn is gone down a little bit. In other words, some of the stalks have laid themselves over. This is more or less a silage variety, or it's a variety that will go for either grain or silage. We've got Sarah running the grain buggy, and I just swung the auger out. I need to offload onto her. This buzzer's going to be going off here any minute now. We should be able to unload on the go. There's the buzzer. Should be able to unload on the go. It is nice and somewhat level. I don't have any spots that creep over into the grain buggy, and I started the unload process up a little too early there. I was looking at the camera. Then I looked over at the combine. Now the conditions have been absolutely perfect. When we chopped this field last year, we had to dump cart everything out of here, and it was just a mess moving around in here with the chopper, and just, we had a grand old time. Now you can drive beside the combine with the trucks in this field here. In this particular field, there is a cell tower right over to our right-hand side, and there's actually 4 or 5 guys working on the factories that are on the actual cell tower. So you can see the corn's down right here, and I'm having to watch how it comes through the head. We're using the snouts to pick the fallen corn down, just to try to get it picked up so that we can pull the ears off of what is there. I have had some plugging on the head itself. I know some of the larger farm tubers here out in the Midwest, they had one of them storms go through. They dealt with a lot of down corn last year that they had to harvest. So we're getting a little bit of a taste of that right here in this field, but it's, for the most part, we're able to pick it up. We're able to just kind of creep along here, get down underneath it, get it lifted up, and pull the stalks back through the head and get the ears to come off of what is there. So it looks like I should be just about offloaded when we get to the end of the field here. The trucks are up in behind us. She'll end up whipping around the other way, taking this grain buggy back to offload onto the truck. The grain buggy isn't quite going to have a full load on, but it doesn't have enough room to fit anything more. It won't fit another grain tank load anyways. So we are done offloading. Now we'll let her move out of our way because we need to go to, well, I want to go to my left here. So she's going to let me just kind of move around. I'll go out and around her. And then we'll just go right back up through this other side here. Water swung back and down. And bang. So why don't we go over and see what they're doing with this cell tower. That's going up through the field there. Around. Show you the cell tower. I don't know if I'm exactly going to fly over there or not, but we'll see. Cell tower is right over here. Bam! Like there's a guy. No, there isn't a guy out there that we can visibly see with the drone. Maybe you guys will be able to see in the video where they're exactly working on this cell tower. I don't want to get too close to them, but we'll just kind of see what they're up to here anyways. Got the sun in our eyes. There's a private company that was working on this cell tower. I did see a couple of guys climbing around on it when I started this field. Looks like they've got some ropes dropped down from the top. I did see some buckets that were, you know, like parts pails, buckets that they would have tools in and whatnot. I did see some of those draped down the side of the tower. So I can't see that there's anybody on here in this particular tower working, but maybe you guys will be able to see them once the video is put together here. But we might as well fly over to the combine. You guys can kind of see what's going on there. Maybe we'll fly up to where Sarah's offloading onto the truck. So we've got this field here to do, and we've got another one on the other side of this hedgerow here. Just kind of pan the drone around. This one's like 30 acres. We've got about 11 over to our left side. You can see it in the screen there, and then I've got a couple of fields just down the road. I don't know if I can get flown over to them or not here. I might fly out of range here because I do have trees and whatever to our right, but I do have a field up in front of us here. I'm getting a weak signal. It's not the field where there's a hay field to either side. It's actually right over in front of us here. There's actually two of them there, and then there's a small one that's in the woods. So I better get back over into where I'm supposed to be with the drone. I need to land it, and then we're gonna close out this video here. I can't quite tell on the screen if Sarah has made her way up. Yeah, she is up there. Gotta watch out for this power line here. She is gonna offload onto looks like truck 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly this back to the combine, get this drone put away, and then that should do it for this video.